Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
It's just part of a massive construction project, but there's excitement over the reopening of one I-75 overpass. Paula.
The president of Michigan's largest teachers union is saying this about what a state board member said today.
And this seems really, really petty.
Why she says this does not help with the state's teacher shortage.
All right, Paula, also from generators to landscaping equipment, it seems no item has been too big for what police are calling an organized theft ring operating across Metro Detroit. And we'll start there tonight at 6. They seem to have taken a special interest in one particular chain of stores.
At least 4 different Menard locations have been hit, one in Belleville, one on the edge of Pontiac and Bloomfield Hills, one over in Chesterfield Township, and one in Warren. That's where we find our Priya Man. And Priya, nothing fancy about this game. They're just simply walking right past the checkout.
Yeah, that's right, Karen, Devin. You know, in some cases, workers stop these thieves from leaving the stores. In other cases, they're just too busy. But out here in the parking lot, this organized crime ring looks like any other customer. Their shopping carts, though, are filled with stolen big-ticket items.
Why would they do that? Why? For what reason?
An organized group of thieves is stocking shopping carts full of generators, chainsaws, and lawn equipment, and then walking out of Menard stores, loading up getaway cars idling in the parking lot.
We work hard for our money, and I come in here to shop, not to take. So I hope they catch them.
Menard's locations in Pontiac, Belleville, Warren, and Chesterfield townships have recently been targeted.
It's crazy, you know? People shouldn't be doing that.
At this Menards in Pontiac, workers noticed a man acting suspiciously. The confrontation was caught on camera.
The employee in this particular case ran out, grabbed the cart, and you'll see it on the video, and the guy just gave up and he ran away.
Their MO is the same: load up a cart and then wait near the front of the store.
When it's real busy and the cashiers are busy and they're short-staffed, they're not always able to catch these.
2 of the men are in custody on unrelated charges.
They're getting paid cash to bring in thousands of dollars worth of merchandise for, you know, $100 to $150.
Police are still looking for this man.
This is going on all over the country, and it raises the price for everybody because the price is passed along to the consumers.
But if you're stealing and you're making it harder for me, then hey, you need to go to jail.
Yeah, nobody wants to be paying more because thieves are stealing items. When that group was unsuccessful at this Menards location, they simply went to a different one where they were successful a few hours later. Police need your help finding that third suspect. Anyone with information has to call Crime Stoppers. Reporting live tonight, I'm Priya Man, Local 4.
All right, a crime that definitely affects all of us when it comes to prices. Thank you, Priya.
The struggle to find and retain teachers, one of the big topics at today's State Board of Education meeting. It's got to the point that some districts are offering former teachers recertification without having to go through the normal process for that. Paula Tutman has more on the problem and some controversial comments made by one board member. Paula?
So it was a regular state board meeting today, and there was a lot of data. A lot of it centered around the teacher shortage and how to deal with it. But it was what one board member said that really caught the ire of the president of Michigan's largest teachers union. A big topic of conversation at the Michigan Department of Education regular board meeting today, the impact of COVID and the acute shortage of teachers.
That there's no argument about whether there's a teacher shortage.
But it is a statement made by Oakland County's Tom McMillan, a member of the State Board of Education, that is drawing heavy criticism today.
As more people pull their kids out of public education due to, you know, this hostility towards parents, towards the unnecessary and harmful masking, and who knows, probably vaccine requirements.
Paula Herbart, the president of the MEA, Michigan's largest teachers union, says that statement from a state board member does not help coax teachers back in the classroom during a massive teachers shortage.
Well, when teachers already have a full plate, Paula, and they're already feeling demoralized and deprofessionalized, that a comment like this.
We've reported on the numerous board meetings across the nation where parents who are anti-mask and anti-vax have created a toxic, threatening atmosphere. Yet this is how McMillan sees it.
There needs to be a reduced or elimination of the hostility many in the education community toward parents. And this hostility needs to stop.
McMillan has a long record of public service as a former Republican member of the Oakland County Board of Commissioners and Michigan State House representative and former mayor of Auburn Hills. And Herbart says his words, not based in science.
The science says that this is how we will protect each and every student who goes to school in a public school. That's not being harassing. That's asking students to follow rules as set by somebody other than that educator in the classroom. And they are doing their job for the students of Michigan like they always do.
Herbart says McMillan's words matter to her teachers.
Standing up for all of these students and one another who have all experienced trauma over the last almost 2 years. And this seems really, really petty.
Paula Tutman, Local 4.
Now to your Tuesday coronavirus headlines. Pfizer formally seeks emergency use authorization for its COVID booster in all patients 18 and older. The FDA already authorized the booster for people 65 or older and for people at increased risk of contracting COVID due to medical, living, or working conditions. If approved, the new EUA would extend that to any adult. Meantime, Michigan State University confirms tonight it has fired at least 2 employees and suspended 16 students for refusing to get a COVID-19 vaccine.
We had a really gorgeous start to the week, and now the clouds have moved in.
Enjoy it while it lasted, right? Yeah, it was a little gray out there today and obviously darker earlier, Andrew.
It is that time of year, of course, but despite the gray skies we still had temperatures that were above average, near 60 earlier this afternoon. But some rain has now settled in, but it's rain that we can handle. A few light raindrops that are scattered about, and some still right here in downtown Detroit along 75 and along 94, Woodward Avenue and Michigan Avenue also. Just a little wet out there, so be careful while driving and walking. Should not make travel impossible, though. We're looking at temperatures that are still in the 50s. We're holding on to 51 degrees at this hour, but this is down a good 5, even 7 degrees from a couple of hours ago. So it's getting chillier, included in addition to umbrellas that may be needed for this evening. Might want to add an extra layer, maybe a jacket, even a knit hat in order to stay warm. We're looking at 52 degrees currently for our friends in Pontiac, chillier 50 degrees in Ann Arbor. And that temperature slides into the 40s by 10 o'clock tonight and certainly by midnight and gets even chillier tonight. But the rain goes away well before midnight. We'll talk about how chilly it gets for tonight and what the forecast is for the rest of the week in a few moments. But still, you can watch those raindrops go away as well on Storm Tracker 4. All you have to do is download the best weather app in the world, the Local Forecasters app. It has weather right in the palm of your hand, so search your app store now. It is free. Search WDIV in your app store.
All right, Andrew. In Port Huron, investigators need your help to catch a man who attempted to sexually assault a jogger. Crime happened yesterday, 5:30 in the afternoon in a wooded area of Sanborn Park. 25-year-old woman was jogging when she was attacked. There was a struggle, and then the man took off. The investigation continues, but if you saw anything that might help, a suspicious man was following a woman wearing a bright yellow jacket in that area. If you have a Ring camera that might help, contact Port Huron Police.
Sterling Heights police say dash cam video shows a drunk driver going the wrong way down a main road. The driver was going south in the northbound lanes of Ryan Road near 14 Mile on Sunday. Police say the SUV was only driving on 3 rims. They went after the car and finally got the driver to stop. They say he was slurring his speech and they could smell alcohol. He was arrested. Police say this should serve as a warning not to drink and drive this holiday season.
A welcome sight for folks in the Royal Oak, Madison Heights area. The 11-mile overpass on I-75 is back open.
And that means less congestion along 12 Mile, but more importantly, a big boost for those businesses who were cut off by the closure for months.
Our Larry Spruill live in Oakland County. Larry, the 11-mile ramps are not open yet, but at least people can get east and west again, and that's been key for those folks with businesses.
And Devin, that is good news for businesses here in this 11-mile area near 75. That's because for months, the construction took over. We're talking about the exit ramps and the overpass were closed for months. Now tonight, the overpass is back open, traffic moving once again. Businesses say, let's go. Open. That's the sign Diamond Gems Custom Jewelry Store wants everyone to see. And I do mean everyone. And now that can happen because this 11-mile overpass crossing over Interstate 75 is back open.
Very good news. It is very nice to see cars going by.
Brittany Howe with Diamond Gems Custom Jewelry Store on 11-mile road near I-75 in Oakland County says all of this construction may look like a mess, but it's welcomed because they now have access to their customers. For 3 or so months, that was not the case.
Since July, they did the bridge work repair, and we were notified just a little bit in advance that our main and only entrance was going to be closed,
forcing them and other businesses to get creative to reach their customers.
We have had to reroute all of our customers through our back alley. This last street here was closed down, so at a certain point, we had to go 3 streets down through the alley in order to get to our store.
Howell says they even had to go the extra mile.
Having to reroute customers on the phone, literally sometimes staying on the phone with them till the duration until they got to our store.
Although the construction is not finished completely, they're glad to have some peace of mind, even if it's just for now. Yeah, so once again, traffic is moving across the overpass, not on the exit ramps just yet, but let's not get carried away because this entire project from 8 Mile to Square Lake Road would not be finished until fall of 2023. We're live in Oakland County tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
So you're saying we're getting closer to the finish, right? I guess that's all I could think of.
Forever. It really feels that way. All right,
Thank you, Larry.
Still ahead, hundreds of people standing in line today outside a suburban church. The help they've been waiting for months to get coming up.
Plus, Doc.
What will it look like when the pandemic finally ends, and how will we actually know when it's over? I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, what experts have to say about those tough questions and why the answers have changed along with the virus.